Hello friends, it's Kayla. It's 1 week until Christmas. Let me put my fireplace on. Oh, the lighting's not letting you see it very well. There it is. I don't have a fireplace. This is, I suppose, the kickoff of the 10 days, 12 days of Lullamas. I'm not even sure myself, but let's roll an intro. This is the least festive kickoff in history because what I'm reading this week in my final December vlog is spooky, mystery, horror? Question mark? Type books. I have 4 things on my TBR I hoped to get to in the spooky season and didn't. And this is a series of catch-up vlogs. The first 2 can be seen here. It was YA, a lot of contemporary, and then series, fantasy stuff. And now we're on to thrills and chills. So we have Goblin by Josh Malerman, which is a series of 6 novellas. This vlog is going to be 6 days long, so I'm going to wake up each day, first thing in the morning, kick my day off with a spooky novella. I read the intro story this morning, not the first novella, but like the prologue, and it was really good. So I'm hoping for great things with that. I also have my best friend's exorcism, which all of my friends have been telling me I'm going to love and that I need to read. Even my mom told me I was gonna love this. Sometimes I give my mom my books and I make her read them before me, and then she convinces me of which ones I should read. And she's usually right. So this is a story of exorcism that I've wanted to read for years. Next up, I have White Smoke by Tiffany D. Jackson. I've given all of her books 5 stars. I'm really looking forward to this. I've been told to set my expectations correctly, that this is thriller. As it says, it's a thriller, not a haunted house horror story. So I'm in the right mindset. And in the same vein, I have Reprieve by James Hahn Matson, which I only heard about recently, but then I was hoping it was going to be in the Goodreads Choice Awards for horror. It wasn't, and similarly, people have told me this is actually more of a thriller or more of just like a social commentary, which I think will be great. So these are 4 things I am super looking forward to of everything on my TBR shelf. I'm really excited to get to them all. And then lastly, I'm also going to wrap up Feminist Theory from Margin to Center by Bell Hooks this week. I'm halfway through, so I will also read a little bit of this and a little bit of this every day. This weekend's a very hockey and snowboard type weekend, so not much vlogging and reading happening right now, but I think I'll get the bulk of it done during the week while I also have to film all of my holiday content. Today I also have a watch party for the holiday with my channel members, so that'll be really fun. This should have been a rom-com between them. Oh my god, imagine at the end they meet up and they fall in love. Oh my god, they like visit each other's houses and they look through all their stuff, they read each other's journals, they like get really emotionally attached and they fall in love. Now, that's a movie.
You have so much eating, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's a mukbang. Liam and I bought Christmas presents for everybody, all our last minute stuff. And now we're rewarding ourselves with grocery store sushi. Incredible. We basically had to buy, well, we were looking for my dad's Christmas present because like I have spent, I don't know, probably $1,000 on like useful stuff for him, like stuff that he needs. And so I want to get him something for Christmas that he, you know, something that's just like fun. But dads are notoriously hard to shop for. So, and then for my mom, we had to pick up birthday presents and Christmas presents from us and from my dad because he's obviously not able to go anywhere. So, but when we get to my parents, I will show you presents we got there. I'm home. And of course, while I was at my parents, sneaking my mom's birthday and Christmas stuff into the house, I forgot to take video of it. I basically just got her this really pretty purse. I couldn't find some the last time I was looking for purses for her. And then my other favorite one is these crystals. I forget what they're called. They're like a tower, like skinny and tall. And I got her them in the 2 like types that she said that she loves the most in the little Q&A we did together. Sorry, I'm so tired. One of them in Tiger's Eye, which is really pretty, and then I forget what the other one's called. The thing that I got her 2 things. I don't know if I'm gonna do Christmas or birthday yet, but I got her the entire Dune series, the box set. I guess she has never really owned the rest of the series. She only owns the first one, and she's just been rereading that for so many years. So I got her this, and I'm hella jealous of it. Like, this is stunning. I know everybody has bought this edition this year, and I've been seeing it, and I've liked it just fine. But I didn't realize that the rest of the series were so pretty. This is Dune Messiah. Children of Dune. These colors aren't showing up properly because my camera does not understand what's going on. This one is my second favorite. There's this one, and then this one is my favorite. This is beautiful. This one is my favorite though. It's a really simple puzzle calendar. So every single day is a different like combination. So you have to like rearrange all of these pieces every day to only show the month and the date that it is. And I just think it's so nice to have a little brain puzzle. I left it on May 15th because that was honestly the only one I could get. This is hard. I think I said in my last vlog I almost exclusively bought Etsy stuff. I wasn't including Liam because Liam just got a whole bunch of like Pokemon video game things. Rob and I were actually wrapping some of them, was it last night or the night before? So I'll throw in a clip. I was thinking we should each wrap the things that we bought and then we can wrap them in different paper, and then on Christmas morning Liam can tell us who he likes better.
Okay.
I'm just
You'll know it's gonna be me.
I'm kidding. Hey, here's some things I bought Liam. This and this is the books I got him.
Oh, cool.
He asked for that. And then I got him hot dog socks. And then Rob got him, I don't know what that is.
My Neighbor Totoro. Don't even say you don't know what that is. Miyazaki is.
I know who Totoro is, I just don't know what the activity is. And then he got him a bunch of these. I don't know what those are.
Bulbasaur.
Oh, we also did socks. I think he'll like,
If I like yours
he's gonna like your sweater.
No, he likes food more than you like food.
But he doesn't eat hot dogs. Oh, no. He'll like these ones the best. And then Rob got him whatever this is.
Master Chief, Halo.
And then whatever's over there.
Then we got an Elite Trainer box of Pokemon.
Cute.
And then the 25-year anniversary edition of Pokemon cards.
I also got Liam a loofah with a handle, and I think that's gonna beat everything.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Oh no, this is the good one. He asked for like LED lights so he can change the color of his room
Sweet.
by his mood. And then while I was out, I stopped at Mosaic and I got a Clockwork Reader reading journal, which I had pre-ordered before she had even announced it. Look at little faces even on the back. It's thicker than I thought it would be, and I'm excited to give it a go for my final month of the year. And then I will have another reading journal video come out, including this, in January. So that's that. I haven't read any more of Goblin. I know I was supposed to read a story a day. Somehow I'm already behind. But I did start Reprieve, and I'm only like 50 pages in. No, 30 pages in. And you guys did not tell me it's like a trial book. Not the whole thing, but portions of it are like excerpts from like interviews or whatever you call them, the deposition question and answer from the people who are witnesses to the murder that happens in the escape room in Reprieve. So there's a lot of characters who've already been introduced. I'm not following everyone perfectly. I think I'm gonna start a character chart. But basically it's a full contact escape room that this group of people attend. It's like a competition. They're gonna win money, and because it's full contact, I've never been to an escape room. I would never in my life, but they think that this man who like showed up with a gun or a knife or whatever it was just part of it, and then he ended up killing one of the people there. And then we're finding out slowly throughout it like why that happened, and I love it so far. Okay, I'm so ridiculously sleepy right now, so I'll give you like an official reading update in the morning. But I just hope that people go into this book with the right expectations. I feel like you could easily pick this up and think it's going to be this fast-paced escape room story, but in reality it's 100 pages before we get to like the escape room, and then it's another almost 100 pages until cell 2. There are 6 different rooms or cells that this group of people have to go through. They have to collect envelopes, and then at the end, if they make it through without saying like the safe word and without quitting, then they win the money. And in between these like super tense but short scenes in the escape room, you're reading pages and pages and chapters of each of the characters' like backstory leading up to how they ended up here and how they all get to know each other. I love a countdown. I love a timeline back and forth. I love different perspectives. I find all of these characters distinct and interesting, and I'm just like so into it. I'm halfway through, a little less than halfway through. We're just approaching cell 3 at this point. And it's always so fun knowing that like somebody dies at the end, even if you know who did it and who it was, like what led to that actually happening. It's one of my favorite things. I have been reading Reprieve all day, and every chapter I'm like, I should film an update, I should talk about what's going on in this book, but I can't. If there were other books that I struggled to discuss this year, this one has topped it. Just tone-wise, vibe-wise, I don't know who to recommend this to. I don't know how to compare it to something. I really think that people could love this, right? I haven't looked up a single review. I don't know what the general consensus is about this book. I know that my friend Justin loved it. That's the only person that I know their thoughts. I will tell you, if this was in the horror awards, we would have all been talking shit about how this was in the horror Goodreads awards. And I was standing there looking at my bookshelf trying to think of something to compare this to, because I've never read anything like it. And it feels like a literary fiction, like just like a contemporary thing. The things that jumped to mind when I was staring at my bookshelf was Miracle Creek and The Glass Hotel. Not in plot, but in like pace, tone, focus. Not that I think if you loved these, you'll love that. But I think if you can like a book like these, then you can like a book like this. I also thought My Heart is a Chainsaw would be an interesting comparison, just because if you could enjoy the amount of horror that's in this, then I think you could enjoy the amount of horror that's in this. 5 stars. 5 stars, baby! I'm so embarrassing. Holy shit, I loved this so much. This much of the book takes place in the escape room, and the rest of the book you're just following characters that you don't even like. They're doing things you don't like. They're talking about things you don't like. One is going to Thailand, getting into a relationship there. We have a guy from Thailand who's in the States and going to school and like not getting along with his roommate. We've got a girl whose life has just been uprooted and she's just getting a job at this escape room. I have never even fully read this, but it says it's fueled by, people are fueled by obsession and prejudice are revealed, forcing all to reckon with the ways in which their beliefs and actions contributed to a horrifying catastrophe. So it's not like a surprising, shocking, twisty book at all, which is why I get why people don't know how to categorize it. Like, it's a social horror. The horrors of humanity are very at the forefront. And then there is tense moments. Like, I was tense in the escape rooms. When I first saw this cover, I was like, oh, it looks like a literary fiction. So that's good. I was gonna pick up the UK one, which looks like a murder horrifying moment, and that's not it. Because this makes it look like 4 people got a letter in the mail and they all got invited to an escape room, and then while they're there, they're all murdered. And that's very much not the tone. So if you thought that was gonna be the tone, I'm letting you know it's not. I read the first 10% via audio, and it's about a girl and she's moving into a new house, and there's like weird stuff happening around the house, and also she has anxiety, and she has a family. They don't all get along perfectly, and I think I'm going to continue that because I have some present wrapping to do, and then I have no update on Goblin, but I will read one story before bed. Hold me to it. That first story was so good. 5 stars. Dark. Basically, Goblin is a town, and I'm guessing all stories are going to take place here. The prologue, I'm now assuming, is like kind of the origin story of Goblin, and I loved that, and I loved the first story a lot. So many people have told me that I'm going to be disappointed by this, or that they were disappointed. Okay, I just woke up. I woke up a little bit late today, but I woke up to Aaron inviting me to, oh, I have dry shampoo in my hair. I I'm trying to get ready so fast because I woke up to a message from Erin asking if I would like to join her reading sprints. And I was trying to see if I can get there by the time she's done her first one. And there's like, I have a countdown basically of how quickly I need to get all my shit together. But I'm going to try and read a good portion of Goblin during these reading sprints. So that's what I will be up to.
Oh, wait, friends, we got another one. Hi, Kayla.
Oh my god. Hi, Lala.
I woke up 17 minutes ago.
I mean, you pulled it together really quickly.
Thank you. I'm sweaty. How are you, Mina?
I'm fine. I just got back from the post office. It was a little bit stressful. But
Post office.
But we're here. We're sprinting. So the day is only going up from here.
So in the twist of the year, I've decided to DNF Goblin. I just don't like the concepts that are being introduced. The idea of a burial ground and Josh Mellerman introducing indigenous characters and the things that are happening to them and the things that they are doing. It's not that I don't trust him with what he's doing, but I just don't think this is going to be something that I feel like good about by the end of it. One more story in, and I know that it's not going to be like a favorite of the year, so I'm choosing to not continue with it in this vlog because I only want to read the best of the best. Today has been a roller coaster of reading, and it's only 2 p.m. but I'm gonna try to sum up like what's been going on. So I know that someone's gonna get mad at me about DNFing this. So I read one more story and then I skimmed one story, and it's all gone downhill. Like, the beginning was so intriguing. The second story was good and dark. The next story continued to be dark, but in like a not enjoyable way. The next story was just not good. So each story is getting less enjoyable. And then I skimmed the next, math is hard, 2. And the epilogue was absolutely not satisfying. And that's all I really wanted, was the epilogue to match what the prologue did for me. And it didn't. So I'm not gonna call this a red book. I feel like I grasp everything that he was doing, and I have nothing to say about it. I don't have an opinion to share. This was just kind of a flop. When people were telling me not to read it, I now understand. A lot of it had to do with, I feel like, the pace and how uninteresting it becomes, and how every single story is about animal cruelty. We didn't go in enough different places, but I do like how the stories tied together. But there were 2 that I absolutely didn't read to completion, so I'm not calling that a red book. But then I finished Feminist Theory, and though I read it, Lane's playing video games if you can hear him, though I read it over a couple months, don't think that this is a really dense book that is a months long read, because I read like 80 pages of this in a 40-minute time period of sprinting. I just wanted to take it slow because it's not what I'm typically used to with nonfiction. I often enjoy, I've talked about this before, a mix of like educational, knowledge-based, study-based topics, and then half like the author's personal experiences. And this was almost solely just like facts about the journey of feminism, and it was perfect. It was flawless. I think this is a perfect book. If it was, because it originally came out in the 80s, and then a new edition came out in the year, I think it was 2000, and I think that things were amended a little bit, and I think if it were re-released in our year of 2021, it would be even more inclusive, especially when we're talking about like sexuality things. There was like one segment about heterosexuality and offering lesbianism as the only alternative, and I think there are more nuanced conversations to be had, and that I have read in other books. But the whole idea of what from margin to center means, and what I knew it to mean before I started, all of the conversations in here were not new, but they were a greatly laid out journey throughout the book of talking about how feminism has grown and what communities it left out, and how there were different things happening in different communities, and like what the goal of feminism ultimately is. What I really liked is the frequent insertion of other people's thoughts. So whether she's agreeing with them or disagreeing with them and telling you why, they're so much from other people included in here. So rather than just trying to reword things that other people have already said, she's like, here's a concept from somebody that perfectly explains, like, or sets up what I'm about to talk about. And then she will also pull little excerpts about like why this wasn't a great take on feminism in its time and how it didn't include Black women, for example. And then I'm currently reading White Smoke, and I hate the audiobook. Hate it. Like, it's really rough. It's very over dramatic, the voice acting, and the sound effects, and the rapping and singing that's been inserted. But I'm now 25% of the way in, and I've switched over to the physical book and I'm already enjoying it more, but I don't think this is going to be a win for me. It's very repetitive already. The same words are just like constantly being used. This girl's talking about weed on every single page, and that's fine. Like, she's like, where can I get some weed? I need some weed. I need to smoke some weed. Let me sniff out the school. She's walking around sniffing in every classroom trying to find somebody who has weed. She clearly is in need of something to assist her because she is really struggling. I don't get where we're going at this point, and I need to be reading about something else, so I hope that that's gonna happen. It is 7 o'clock, and I am only telling you the time because I need you to understand how much effort it's taking me to read this simple YA story. Like, it should not be taking me this long. I'm in the final stretch, finally. And I can already tell you I'm gonna have a hard time talking about this book at the end of this without being mean. This just feels like a whole different author. It feels like her debut, and I don't get it. I've said a lot this year. I've been disappointed by a lot of books, and something recurring is my assumption that because authors are almost being like pushed to come out with a book every year, that these books are no longer getting the attention that they deserve. I refuse to DNF because I already DNF'd something today. Honestly, I could see it being a 3. I'm not super mad at the book. It feels like a YA thriller horror that I would pick up from someone else, and those typically are 3 stars. It's just from Tiffany D. Jackson. I'm shocked. Oh, wait. A little update that maybe someone will care about. When I gave my mom that box set for her birthday, guess what? She did not know that that series was 6 books. Dune is one of her favorite books of all time, and she thought it was a trilogy. She thought it was a trilogy. So yesterday, I gave her 3 books that she didn't even know existed in her favorite series. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how that would feel as a reader, having a favorite series, and then 40 years later finding out that there's more? I don't know how she didn't know. I don't know. Well, I didn't even know how many books were in the series, but like, that's wild. Wow. This really just became completely unhinged by the end of it. I did not see where it was coming, and it was a lot in a very short period of time. Pros and cons. Couldn't predict it all, so that's great. Pro. Con is this girl is very, like, unwell, mentally unwell, and throughout the entire book does not get help. Nobody helps her, though she's having extreme attacks anytime she encounters anything that resembles bed bugs because of like a prior experience. And we briefly talk about like that she's been through stuff and she's having a hard time, and she's coping with like weed, and weed is constantly talked about, and how I don't know. A con of this book is that, like, I thought it was gonna say some different things and have some different conversations, like as far as the legalization and decriminalization of marijuana. I really thought we were going in a certain direction, because it's the whole book is just constantly talking about weed. But then she also doesn't really like smoke, like, ever, like twice. And yet it seems like things are constantly being blamed on the fact that she always needs to be stoned, or like is always after her next fix, but she doesn't really seem to be getting it was confusing. And then instead of saying the things that I thought it was gonna say, it said other things. I don't really get that. It is a mystery thriller kind of book, but the thrills don't take place for a while, and I feel like you don't really know what the mystery is for a while either. I just wanted this girl to go to therapy. I really wanted her to just get the help that she needed. What on earth is my rating of this? 2.75. For some reason I thought that this was a really lowly rated book, but I'm now realizing that, like, everybody was just telling me not to read it. Like, me specifically. People have been like warning me all year that this isn't going to be like my best book, but then I looked on Goodreads and it has a super high rating, and like most of my friends love it. So I was like, oh, it was me. People were trying to look out for me. You were right. So sorry I didn't listen to you. You've been right about White Smoke. You've been right about Goblin. And that means you're going to be right about my best friend's Exorcism by telling me it's going to be one of my favorite books ever. So I'll get into that tomorrow. Happy final day. I have officially started this. I really like it so far. I am 75 pages in, and I wasn't expecting things to happen so quickly, which I'm really happy about. I actually haven't fully read this in a while. We are following Abby and Gretchen. They've been best friends since 4th grade. We started out the book following them in 4th grade and like their first connection that they had and why they became best friends. And then after an evening of skinny dipping goes disastrously wrong. I didn't remember that. And I love when weird things happen around water. So that was a cool surprise. Gretchen begins to act ... different. I haven't gotten there yet. We just had the scene where she goes missing in the water, and I just wasn't expecting it to happen so early in the book. So I think that's cool. We have a lot. I thought we were gonna have a lot more setup, and then, you know, they were gonna have to deal with her exorcism pretty quickly and wrap up the book, but we're clearly going to have a lot go on of her acting moody and irritable and bizarre incidents happening when she's nearby. We've already had some great pop culture references, including quite a few Pink Floyd mentions, which just makes my heart sing. I love how this looks. It looks like a yearbook, clearly, and like the inside does. I thought there would be more of it. I thought it would be more mixed media than it is. Anyway, I think this is cool. And it says like, come dive into our yearbook, and then you start the story. It's a very good quality. I know this doesn't matter, but like the quality's so good. It just feels so nice to hold, and the pages are crisp white and bound really well, and it's enjoyable to be holding. I also am not gonna have time to finish one more book, and I'm debating just going and reading those 3 goblin stories that I skimmed, just so I can say that I've read it. That might be the wrong decision, but that's what I feel like doing. Today I've just been filming. I've been catching up on people's booktube videos. So many people are putting out their favorites and least favorites videos like early this year, and so I'm adding them to a little playlist that I can watch and react to come 2022. Meg posted another booktube battles today, which was so fun, and she premiered it. It's keeping me company, because the saddest thing about Thursdays now is that the challenge is not on, and I didn't update you in last week's vlog, which is so weird of me, that the finale happened and it was amazing and I loved it. It didn't go exactly the way I wanted it to, but that's fine. It was a really enjoyable season. I think today we're gonna go swing by the library and go sledding. I'm just gonna hang out with Liam and slowly read this throughout the day. I really don't feel like vlogging out and about. Oh, and late tonight, Rob and I are doing a gingerbread decorating competition live with channel members, and I will include some footage of that too. Okay, we're ready to do our gingerbread building, nope, not building competition. Rob built them. Decorating competition. Here's our setup. I am going to be did you see where I put the webcam?
Yeah, that's smart.
On the tripod with the camera, so they'll both be filming. We have equal accessories that came in the box, and then we're each allowed to pick 2 tools from the kitchen and 2 things from the cupboard to add to our design.
Icing sugar. Yeah, icing sugar. And kisses. Sugar cookie flavored kisses.
Okay, that's also mine.
Icing sugar?
That's my pick. My second pick is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What do you want? Shit. Oh shit, those are my picks! Okay, I'm gonna pick the bigger one. And
Well, we
then
can share this if we both want it.
No, we can't. It's a competition. I'm gonna take the whisk.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. It's vegetable juice. Oh, it's good. Okay, I'm ready to go now.
I'm just gonna move this just a hair so it's
Was it?
line of
Yeah,
sight between us.
it felt a little too much in my mouth to be one shot. Here's my house. Might see how my windows are up here
And
my brick is down
mine
here.
is super the right way.
Mm-hmm.
My brick just likes to alternate from the bottom, and then just for some reason, the designers were like, you know what? It should be holding the roof up. Quality assurance.
We have gumdrops.
What are these? Jujube, gumdrops, and gumballs in the cup. Right there.
You're welcome for the tour.
What are these?
They're lights.
Oh, that's cute. They're like pressed sugar, basically.
You can't really see, but we'll show you a close-up at the end. And then little balls. Even though there is a detail on the roof, I'm making my own roof pattern. We should have had a camera angle from this way too, because people can't see what we're doing.
We just gotta update them.
Okay, we'll make sure to update you. I say that like they can't hear you. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I love to repeat what Rob says. It's part of my...
Charm.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can get icicles to harden, but I don't think it's hardening that fast. So we're going for icicle looks.
Should we answer their questions?
Yeah, what do you guys want to know?
What's your favorite Christmas song released in the last 10 years?
Something Pentatonics. Last 10 years?
Oh, that's a great
Yeah.
answer. I don't have one. Mary, did you know that your baby boy?
One day walk on water.
Mary, did you know? Did you guys know you were gonna get a performance too? Lucky ducks.
What are the odds I can break this cookie exactly how I want it to break?
Love.
I took my tree and I broke it to make a chimney. You can get... I'm trying to get... It's not really working out the way I was planning. I forgot to break it.
Oh, this one's ugly. Oh my god. No! Gotta give the people what they want.
What?
Shut your chimney!
No!
It's broken!
We're gonna click 3 times.
Yeah.
Are you going again?
Yeah, you won't.
Go.
Ooh,
To kiss my
biggest fears.
Oh, I don't really have fears. Like, I don't know. Dying in a fire, I guess.
Oh my god, and my biggest fear is starting a fire. I think you're scared of me starting a fire.
I mean,
killing
no,
you.
it's expected at this point.
Hey.
Yes, it is Hannah Bales that I watch. Yes, I'm glad you know that.
There's a hole!
Oh! Oh, you got it. Nice.
Get your mouth out of my space.
Fuck.
Oh.
Last meal. Cannelloni. Actually, that's a
No.
lie. This icing.
Oh, I thought it was saying like
Who I would have at my last meal?
if you were about to be like killed in the electric
Oh, what would be
chair,
my
what
last
would be
meal?
your last meal? That's embarrassing.
It has to be a burger. I think you won this one, babe. I think that was a masterful move. Yeah. I feel like we should open a gift. On stream, because why not? Just throwing it out there.
No.
I think we should.
I'm covered in icing.
And it could be icing and happiness.
No,
Just saying.
I don't want to ruin Christmas. Do you think drunk Christmas is better than sober Christmas?
Let's try it. I've never tried.
Okay.
You want one?
Okay.
What size do you
No.
want? Small, medium, large.
No, sober Kayla would not like that. Okay, everyone's saying we should open gifts. I did not think the live show was gonna go this direction. We only have 5 minutes until the camera shuts off. Okay, don't give me my best gift though.
No, that's why I asked you. Do you want
Okay.
small, medium, large?
I don't want to give you your best gift.
Okay.
I can't remember what anything is right now.
Yeah, I'm too drunk too. Shit.
Oh, okay, that one? That one, yeah.
How did I know that?
I don't know, you can,
That was really weird.
you can open this one.
Okay. For you, my love. This one. Babe. Sweet. I've been bitching that mine's been dying.
Yeah.
New trimmers.
It's not like an exciting one, it's a practical gift.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
It's a blanket!
You said you wanted a knitted one, so I got a cool one. That looks like a sweater you have.
This is comfy. Thanks, babe.
Thank you.
Love you.
I love you.
I love you more.
I'm too drunk to figure out how to open this. Oh, nope, we're good.
Okay, these are our final gingerbread houses. If you want to vote down below who the winner is. And if you want to watch us do this, the live show is still up. It was definitely more chaotic than I planned. This is Rob's. And this is mine. Mine features a cinnamon toast crunch roof shingle situation with powdered sugar. And the front accidentally looks like a scary face. And Rob has a beautiful wreath and an accent of yellow lights across. And also, this is Santa Claus and his sack, apparently. So those are the final results, and I'll see you in the morning. Happy Christmas Eve, everyone. I wrapped up my best friend's exorcism today, and my final rating is 4 stars. I think I would most compare it to Jennifer's Body. It definitely gave me those vibes, so that's totally fun. It was very much what I expected it to be. My best friend's exorcism just depicts the story perfectly. It's not the type of thing that is trying to make you think something else is going on, and that's something we can appreciate about Grady Hendrix. Be warned that this being set in the 80s, you're definitely gonna have to wade through some conversations that like are occasionally challenged, which is nice, but we're in the minds of ignorant white South Carolina teenage girls. There are various like slurs and weird school events and racist things going on. Abby has some self-awareness of what her teenage self was talking about. I like the chapter headers being different songs, all the songs that I love. There's even a playlist that goes along with this on Spotify. I think overall I'm giving it a 4. It was interesting, it was fun. It's got kind of the classic Grady Hendrix female protagonist, that it's almost like he's setting her up to have a certain personality and then just drops it halfway through and makes her just a stupid teenage female protagonist that we have seen a lot in like horror. I think We Ride Upon Sticks is a great comp for this, which is why like my mom originally said I was gonna love it. So if you've read this and love it, I would recommend that, and vice versa, though that one is better, although it's less horror. We're about to head over to our Christmas festivities today and tomorrow. I think it was a decent reading vlog. Let me grab the books. Not perfect, mind you, but not bad. So Reprieve was 5 stars. My best friend's exorcism was 4 stars. White Smoke was 3 stars. Not sure where I put Feminist Theory, but that was 5 stars. And then Goblin was a DNF. Though if I'm being realistic, I probably will read to completion those 3 stories over the next couple days just so I can include it in my video at the end of the year. Otherwise it feels like kind of a waste. So let's give this a 2 or 3 star officially, probably. And yeah, that's it. I'm excited to see you every single day for 12 days of content. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.